back. This is Jaya. I'm here today with the video for the one I've been talking on for a long time. Science, not science, science. So in this video, I'll be covering four things. What are signs? Two, how do you tell if a sign is a sign or a coincidence? Three, what do you do when you see signs? That's the most important one, I think, or the most asked about. And four, how do you get more signs? So all that coming right up. Okay, if you're here for the first time, my name is Jaya. I'm here to help people start living. I know it's funny, right? Start living, but that's true. I'm not gonna ramble on that here, but that is my goal here, and I hope I can give you some guidance on that. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Actually, I have one more disclaimer, sorry. I am not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist. This is my own guidance, my own experience, my own learning, and I'm here to teach you how to follow your own guidance. So that's my goal here. So what are signs? So if you, let's see, if you see a person, let's say you, like I live in an apartment complex here, I bump into somebody, one person specifically, at least 5 times a week, I don't know why, but I bump into them. I see the same animals. If you see a number pattern that's repeating, like 1111, 333, 444, and let's say you see the same animal multiple times, that's a sign. If you see the same color, if you hear the same name, if you hear same words, all these are signs. Okay. And it's funny, I want to add this here because I was talking to my sister and she's like, okay, well, how do you tell the signs for you? Well, if it's in your face, it is for you. And it may not be directly impacting you, but it is something you gotta do something with, So that brings me to the next topic, which is how do you tell if a sign is a sign or a coincidence? And my personal belief here is everything you do in your life, when it happens, is a consequence of your choices. So you don't see a person if you don't get out of the house, obviously, but you also are choosing the time you want to go, choosing the place you want to go. You choose it, and it happens. So it's not a coincidence because you're making those choices. Today, what I'm wearing here is also actually is a result of a sign, because I was going to wear black pants, and when I was pulling the black pants out the hanger, this skirt right next to it from the hanger fell. Believe me, this is actually not one of those hangers, but I'm like, okay, sign. So I put it on, So it could be as simple as this, or it could be a more complicated, string of events. So, so it's not a coincidence. Everything is a sign. You are making the choices, and that's why you're seeing those things. If you didn't make the choice, that wouldn't happen. So that's how I look at it. And that brings me to the third part of the video. So let's say they are signs. So what do you do with these signs? What are you supposed to do? And there's lots of ways, obviously, lots of material online too. But my simple mechanism, or simple, I guess, solution, or whatever you want to call it, is follow the guidance. Go online and look up what these signs mean and follow what it's saying. So I'm going to give you an example, that way you kind of have something to kind of, help you understand what I'm saying here. If you don't know me, I have always, I love helping people. I've always wanted to help people more, and I always will. And my lifelong dream has been to basically help the women who are abused and help them kind of, get back in society and kind of just find their ground, help them understand themselves. And not just financially, it's not shelter, not just that, everything, right? Health-wise, wealth, everything is important. So basically a holistic view, if you will, in healing emotionally, spiritually, and everything. So that was my lifelong dream, and it kept on, I didn't really do anything about it for a long, long time. And 2 years ago, I was, for some reason, I just got called to it. I started feeling very unhappy. I started feeling like, oh, I have it all, but I still don't feel happy. What's going on, And then I was like, okay, maybe I should just go find what makes me happy, right? So I quit my job, and okay, I'm going to do something. I didn't know what I was going to do, I'm going to do something. and I started going online to different places and events and stuff like that, networking. And then soon enough I got scared. I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. Fear overtook me, and I said, no, screw that. I'm going back to my job. So I went back to my job. Thankfully, it was still available, and I'm so thankful to them. But then 6 months later, I was feeling the same thing again. I just cannot shake this feeling off anymore. It's like in my face. It's just tugging on me like, Jaya, you listen. So what do you know? I quit my job, and I'm like, okay, I have some savings. I'm gonna use those savings. I'm gonna find what I want to do, how I'm gonna do it, and all that thing. Because when I was working, you can't think of all these things, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, it's like tend to this, tend to that, the kids. It's a lot. Life gets in your way, and I was like, you know what? I need to slow down. I just need to slow down. I need to give time to me, and so I did that. And so I'm in the park. I'm reading a book, and I love going to parks. So I pick a book and I go to the park and I read. And I meditated that day too at the park. And half an hour later, I see something in the corner of my eye, and so I shift, and I'm like, oh, wow! And I see a animal, which, okay, you see animals at the park all the time. But it's a great blue heron. I was like, wow, it's beautiful. And obviously I'm talking to her like, hi, I'm sure people are like, yeah, crazy, but I'm like, whatever. So anyways, I saw a great blue heron. I didn't think much of it. Like, things happen, you don't think much of it, right? So I come home, and life goes on, whatever. 10 days later, I'm driving, I'm home, and I'm like, I want to get out of the house. I don't feel so good. So I chose to get out of the house and drive. And I'm getting out of my apartment complex. I see a couple crossing the street, so I had to slow down. Otherwise, usually I just kind of go, right? And then they're looking at something. So I chose to look too. Again, I'm specifying, like, totally choosing, right? I choose to look, and I look, and what do I see? A great blue heron. I kid you not. It was like, whew. I mean, I'm just getting shivers right now, even talking about it. It was like spirit telling me something, like, look, and and my apartment complex is not like in a wooded area or anything. It's just buildings and just some grass patches and some trees. That's it. So for a big bird to come in an apartment complex is like a miracle, I thought. And it was just crazy. So what did I take from that, right? So that's my sign, and how did I apply it in my life? So that's what I'm trying to get to here. So let me finish my story first. So basically, a great blue heron. I looked up online. I came home, and like, what does it mean? What is the message is trying to tell me? And if you look online, a great blue heron basically has a lot of meaning. The ones that spoke to me were self-determination, self-reliance, seize the opportunity, and doing things that are traditional but in unconventional ways. So here I am contemplating how am I supposed to do what I'm supposed to do, how am I supposed to help women, help people. What am I supposed to do? I'm doing all these things, but I'm not doing anything to help. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. And so I decided that I think they're trying to tell me, just do what you can. If it is spreading the word, spread the word. So I said, okay, fine, I'm going to go online and do it. So that was that. And I come home. I'm also, obviously, after doing that, I do my cards, which I love all these cards. And I'm picking cards, and sure enough, I get like 5 cards that speak right to my heart. One was action. Second was you find help in unexpected places. Third was throat chakra. You got to speak your truth. And also, actually, mind you, my blue candle wasn't working for a little bit, and so I also had some throat problems too. So it was like all connected. I'm like, okay, you know what, Jaya, no more fear. Spirit's telling you they're with you, they're here, go for it. So I'm like, I'm doing it. And that's how this channel came to be. That's how this video is, here today. That's how I'm here today, to give you this message. And so if there's something in your life that you are contemplating, it could be anything, small or big. It could be a new job, a new home, a new career. It could be a situation, a relationship, whatever it is, you gotta know what you're asking the angels for. When you see a sign, how do you apply that sign to that specific situation? So, and you can get confused sometimes. Is this a sign for this or not? So that's when I like the cards a lot. Really, like today I got a few cards that were like, this doesn't fit well with with what I'm thinking or how I'm feeling. Where is this coming from? And so I do a little bit more, questioning to the cards, and I get the answers. So I really would love to, help you out if you have any questions on this. Help you understand, maybe interpret your signs a little bit more for you. But there are resources available online. I will put the link in the description below for any number patterns you see, any animal spirits you see. Even your dreams could be another, sign. And I get so many dreams, and I kid you not, I got a dream yesterday of something I was thinking of. That's a whole other story. Maybe I'll make a video of that later. And I'm excited. You can see I'm excited. I just love it. It's just like, okay, so part 4. How do you get more signs? Oh, who doesn't want help, right? How do you get more signs? Well, very easy. Follow the guidance and you get more signs. Ask and you shall receive. So ask your guides, ask your spirit. Just go and meditate and just say still, say, hey, you know what, I really want to know more about this. I really want to get more clarity on this situation. Can you please help me? Can you show me a sign that I can understand? Because sometimes there's signs we just can't understand that they're saying these things. So just ask for that clarity in ways you can understand. And what I really love to do is this. I'm going to do it very simple here. Spirit, I am thinking of so and so. I'm trying to make a decision. Can you please, let me see a fire truck today, or let me hear a fire truck today, or let me hear something breaking or like falling. That's a sure shot yes. And you could say today or next 5 hours. You could put a time frame. You could put next month. Let someone call me today. Like you could make up these kind of things to get the yes or no, and in the frame you want it. Like if you see something, it's a yes. If you don't see, it's a no. And then let it go. That's it. You ask and let it go. You don't look for it. It'll come if it has to. If it's gonna come, it'll come. Because the minute you start expecting is when you start. It basically doesn't do it. Just let it go. If it comes, it'll come. If it doesn't, it's not. And can you know how many guys have done that? And I've got signs, and it's amazing. So we have these tools. Every one of us has these tools. The more aligned you are, the more balanced you are, the more you come from the heart space, right? Not mind space. And the more faith you have, the more you get, the more you'll see these things, and the more you'll be like, yeah, I get this. I know what I'm supposed to do here, and the more you do it, the more practice you get, obviously. So that's my, I guess, rant on, not rant, but that's my little, information that I had to share on science. And if you like some guidance, definitely feel free to reach out, email, message, phone number, whatever you want, name, comment, everything. Reach out and I'll be happy to help. If you enjoyed these videos, please hit the subscribe button below or hit the thumbs up. And if there's anything else you want to hear from me, let me know in the comments below too. So it'll help me kind of deliver the messages that people want to hear from me. And that's all I have. Lots of love to you guys. And I think I've said it all. If not, I'll make another video. No worries, right? Take care, guys. Bye. See you.